Good evening. I'm Rodney Roberts, and I'm here to ask you for your support in the election coming up on November 7th. I'd like to talk a little bit about where I get my views and my values. And that starts out with my raising in Greenbelt. Of course, I grew up here in Greenbelt, and when I was 18, I decided that I was going to stay here, so I haven't gone anywhere. Anyway, you start out with growing up in Greenbelt, and you get a certain point of view of what quality of life is. And then you grow up, and in my case, right now I repair construction equipment for a living. And the one thing I like about it is that I go all over the place to do my job. From Boston to Baltimore's Inner Harbor to Northeast and Southeast DC. I mean, I go everywhere. And so you get really a good perspective of what's going on around, Greenbelt, because what's around us also affects us. So when I go to some of these places, and, I go to a lot of, quote, high density areas. Boston and places like that are very high density. And so I noticed that, the things that I see there, I can drive down the road and I'll pull up to a stoplight and you'll see a pile of trash that someone just threw out on the road. Or you'll see the fact that there's no parks or playgrounds for the kids that live there to play in. You'll see, nothing but buildings and concrete. And that makes you understand why Greenbelt was built in the first place. Greenbelt was built for kids to have a quality of life when they were growing up. And so when I hear people saying, and especially my colleagues on the city council saying that, we need more density, 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 let's build, build, build. I think of all those places that I go to, and when I go there, I think that this is not what I want to happen to my community. And I have to do everything that I can to make sure that Greenbelt doesn't turn into a high-density place. In fact, the reason that we have the quality of life we have now is because of people before us that were here and fought for the same thing. So I want to continue that on, and I want to be able to pass on the quality of life that I enjoyed as a kid here to everyone that comes after me. Thank you.
Produced by GATE, Greenbelt Access Television.